Magda, they're here. Magda, they're here. They're here. How are you? Hello. How long did you drive? How long did you drive over? Oh, you got there. Yes. Where do you feel? So tell me about this Jahuli.
Hello, Kenny.
Wow.
Hello.
Donated that.
Somebody you wouldn't know.
Oh.
I didn't even know the name, but it's just magnificent.
Yeah.
And maybe last box.
Oh, that's. Oh, so with the brand new piece?
Yes.
Oh, here they're home.
Hi, Ernie.
Hi.
Hey, guys.
We are on Ayin on the base, 70B. On the top, Ein Shalom B'Shalom Isha. That there was a halacha that you're not supposed to say Shalom Aleichem to a wife. So he answered, Al Yedei Baila. You can do it through the husband. The husband, by being a conduit to say Shalom Aleichem, that'll be more appropriate. Amr le'achim Amr Shmuel. Ein Shalom B'Shalom Isha Klal. Even using the Baal. Shalchalei Dvisu. So his wife sent a message to Rav Nachman because she was listening to this whole dialogue. You better stop your dialogue with him, otherwise he's going to make you kashar ma'aretz. I mean, everything you say, he's contradicting it, and he's also showing a source to it. So finally, Rav Nachman got down and asked Rav Yehuda, "What are you doing here?" Taska dizmunta shadab mar abasroi. A hazmona lebezdin, the guy who I called an Eved, sent me hazmona lebezdin. Amr lehashta shavsa demar lo gmirna. So I don't understand why you'd become to my bed. You just proved to me that even in regular dialogue, I don't know what I'm talking about. Taska hazmona mishadr lamar. So what? I'm gonna serve as the dayan for this bezdin. Ofik distik hazmana beichad yevachzeli. So if you just showed him the hazmana. Amr lehai gavravai diska. Here's the hazmana and here's the subject. Amr lehoil vasar malachal ishtoy mila. Okay, you've come all the way. Tell me what's going on. So that people won't say that Chachamim are making a conspiracy. Rav Nachman asked Rav Yehuda, "Why did you put him into Cherem?" So he said, "Sier shlichet Rabbana." He caused trouble. I had sent my shliach to the butcher to buy meat. He insulted him. So the Gemara says, why did you just give him Malchus, Nagdemar? Because Rav Mangid al Mandim Mitzvah Shlich Rabbanon. The halacha is you give Malchus. So Rav Yudah said, the Odif Minei Abdilei. I wanted to make him a fine and treat him more harshly. My time Achuz Marle da Abduhu. Why did you announce publicly that he was an Eved? Because he used to call other people Avadim. Vitani kol apostle apostle. Whoever calls other people apostle is probably himself apostle. That wasn't said as a praise. Whatever he calls other people, that's usually the moon that he has. So Rav Nachman said, you have to be suspicious. But he never said to announce. The other party came. The Rav Yehuda. So the Baldin said to Rav Yehuda, you called me an Eved. And he wanted to show how wrong that was. And Asina Bebeis Chashmonai Malka, I'm descended from the Chashmonai kings. You call me an Eved, but look, I have royalty. So Rav Yehuda responded, Amar Lehachi Amar Shmuel, called the Amar Bebeis Chashmonai Kasicha Abdu. Whoever claims that they are descended from the Chashmonoiks, we know that they're an Eved because Hordis, Herod, was an Eved. He killed all the Chashmonaite dynasty. There were none left. So anyone who claims that from their Chashmonai are from Herod, and Herod is certainly an Eved. Amarle lo savar lomar.
Somebody's making noise. Can somebody mute or everyone mute, please? There's some background noise.
It's Harold. Harold.
Amarle lo savar lomar lahad amar of Abba amar Ravuna amar Rav kol tamid chacham shemoira halacha uba. Whoever passes halacha, it's only im koidem ma'isa amar shoymin lo. But you Rav Yehuda said over this vort from Shmuel only after the episode. V'im lavein shoymin lo. So you're a noigeh. So we can't be soymech on your edus. So Amar Leis, Rav Yehuda said, Ha'ika Rav Masna Kakavasi. Rav Masna knows the same din. Rav Masna lochazi l'nardor place Shani. Rav Masna had not visited Nardor for 12 years. But it just so happens, Ahu Yom also, he had come to visit that day. Amar Lei. So Rav Yehuda said, Dikir Mar, do you remember? Ma'amar Shmuel ki chada kara agra v'chada kara kamavra. Shmuel was standing with 1 foot on the boat and 1 foot on the sand when he said this halacha, and Rav Masna remembered. Whoever claims that they're descended from the Chashmonai kings, he's an Eved. The only person left was a young girl. She went up to the roof, raised her voice in crying. The Amra called the Amra Bes Chashmona Ana Avdahu, because she was about to kill herself, and she said, "Whoever says I'm from now on, I'm from the house of the Chashmonaim, he's an Eved. Nafla me'igru misa. Achraz aleda Avdahu." So now, because this guy claimed he was with the Chashmonai kings, they publicly declared, even in Nardor, that he's an Eved. That day, because of this halacha that was paskin, many people divorced their wives and paid out ksubas because they found out that the mishpacha was a mishpacha of avodim. Kikanofik, and therefore when Rav Yehuda tried to leave town, Nafki Avasrei Lemirkama, the populace wanted to stone him. Amr Lahu, so Rav Yehuda calmed them down by saying, Ishtiku shtiku, calm down, otherwise, Ilo, Megilna Alaichu ha, Damar Shmuel. Otherwise, I will announce another halach that Shmuel said. Tarti Zreya Se'ika, Benardo. There were two families in Nardo. Chada Mekira de Beyona, the Chada Mekira de Bey Urvosai. One is the house of the dove, one is the house of the raven. The Simonech Tame Tor. It means the family of the raven are psulim. Once they heard that he was about to make that, they put the stones down and let him go. There were so many stones called Antam Benar Malka that the stones made like a mountain until the river because it was so many. Now, other people at other times have declared families bad families. Machmas Rav Yudah ben Pumbedisa. When Rav Yehuda got back to Pumbedisa, he announced, Ada v'yoynesen avdihem. They're also avodim. Yehuda bar Papa mamzera. Yehuda bar Papa is a mamzer. Bati bar Tuvia, beramos rucha lo shakal gita the cherusa. He did not ever receive a shtar shichrur, and therefore he's an evet. Machri is Rava b'mechuza, baloi danoi taloi maloi zagoy. These families, kulam lepsul.
But didn't we say that Ezra already, sifted through and he took all the psulim with him to Eretz Yisrael and he just left Ksherim and Bavel?
But 500 years went by, or more. 1,000 years went by. Ezra went up to Eretz.
Was Bayesheni, just at Bayesheni, beginning.
400 BCE.
And the Chashmonaim are 200 BCE.
Okay, and here we're talking about the Amoraim, 200 CE. So you're talking about the 600 years.
Okay.
So when Ezra left, it was fine, but in the interim, Rav must have known that these families were problematic. On Rav Yehuda Govoy, it's a place, are Givonim. They're Givonim, like the Nesinim. And therefore you could not marry with them. And then the Durnita is Daroi Nesinoi. It's generations of Nesinim. Like Givonim, the Apostle Akol. Rav Yosef, Hai Bekuvi, which is near Pumbedisa, Kulam da Avdi, they're all Avodim. Amri Shmuel, Arba Meos Avodim, 400 servants. Amri La Arbos Alafim Avodim, there were 4,000. Lepashchor ben Emer, he was a Kohen in the time of Yirmiyah. The Kulam Nitmu Bekuna. Many of them became Kohanim, and people think they're Kohanim. Kohen Sheyesh Ba'azus Panim, any Kohen that you meet that doesn't have modesty, he's really not a Kohen, Ein Olameh. He's probably from these Avodim. Amar Bayakulu Yason B'Shur de Ben Ardo. They all live on a certain fancy street in Ardo. Now this is all Upligid Rabbi Eliezer. Sham Rabbi Eliezer. Imrisa Kohen Bazus Metzach. If you find a Kohen easily angry, Al Taharach Rav. You don't have to worry that he's an apostle. Shenever va'amcha k'merive kohen. Kohanim have a temper. They that's their nature. Amrav Avin Baravad Amarav. Kol anose isha sheino geneslo. If you marry a woman that's not appropriate for you, k'shekadosh baruch hu mashra shchinaso, Made al kol hashvatim ve'ein made olav. He testifies that all the other shvatim are good, but not him. Shenemar shivtei ko edus Yisrael. Emasai edus Yisrael bisman shashvatim shivtei ko. When there's no psulim. Arav Chana Bar Chanina k'shakadosh baruch hu mashra shchinaso ein mashra elash mishpachos michos Yisrael. Hashem Shechina goes on the Yuchostika family. Shnemar, Ba'esainu Hashem, Eyel Elokim L'chol Mishpachos Yisrael. It doesn't say L'chol Yisrael, L'chol Mishpachos. Miyuchostika families. Vehema Yiyuli La'am. Amrav Barvuna Zu Mala Yisrael Yesh Ben Yisrael L'Gerim. Special bracha for full-fledged Jews more than converts. Dilu B'Yisrael Ksiv B'hu Vayitzi lahem Elokim, v'hema yuli la'am. Vilu begerim ksiv mi uzeh arves libo lageshes alai. Who is coming close to minum Hashem? V'yisem li la'am. It's not v'hema yuli li la'am. V'anochi elechem Elohim. Amrav Chelbo koshim gerim Yisrael kasapachas. Converts are like leprosy. They're not good for Klai Yisrael. Nemar v'nil ve'ager aleim. Which is a leprosy. So the Rambam says, we accept gerim that haven't been checked carefully. They're becoming converts for other reasons. They want to marry a Jewish woman. Whatever, it's not l'shem shamayim. Rabbi mehem choizrim behem umatim is yisrael shekvar dovku behem. Mishikam amru chacham shekashim gerim l'Yisrael kesapachas. That's one of the problems. Rashi says she'enam zehirim b'mitzvahs. V'harigilim etzlam nimshachim etzlam. Those that hang around the gerim follow them and learn from their ma'asim. Tosfos says something else. Because they're not baki b'mitzvahs, meviim puranis. So punishments come. Back to the Gemara. Amrav Chama Bar Chanina kishakadosh baruch hu metar shvatim shifto shalevi metar tchila. He first purifies Shevet Levi. Shenemar, v'yashav mitzaref u'metaher kesef, v'tiharis bei Levi v'zikei kosam kazav v'kasef ha'yol Hashem, magishei mincha b'tzedakah. Just like you can get rid of impurities in gold and silver, you'll get rid of the impurities in Shevet Levi. Amar Yeshua ben Levi, kesef mitar mamzerim. You know, money.
Ernie, I'm going to stop and start.
Okay, start and stop. Ayin Aleph.